got the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Up top, Randall. Top of the key, McDaniels. He's looking for Portis and finds him. And even 3-on-3 break. Trent with the wide open look. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Portis. Middleton outside. Off target from three-point range. Now the Timberwolves with it. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Nobody near Lillard. Billy's the long-range jumper.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Right wing. Back to Conley. Randall outside. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Middleton. A screen by Giannis. Outside Portis. Lillard outside. From downtown. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Over in the corner, Randall. Uses the glass to finish the way. Randall's got 6 points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
That's his first personal foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Livingston. beyond the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Driving in. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Rollins. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Deciding to change it up. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. Lopez a screen. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on them.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to Reed. Over Lopez. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. You could pick anyone in the NBA. Who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make tough shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he is.
Johnson surveying the floor. Connaughton. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, they're
Oh, my.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
To the left side wing. Pass to Connaughton. Drills the three-pointer. Connaughton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Now in the lineup for the Timberwolves. Now
Race to Reed.
Dante DiVincenzo.
High post, Gobert. Now here's DiVincenzo. Still without a basket. And here's Conley outside. It's rebounded by Livingston. Bucks leading by 7. Johnson outside. Connaughton. Back to Johnson.
That is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. And here's Gobert. Back to Reed. Down low. They double-team Conley. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The kick out to Lopez. Takes it inside. And there it is for him. And the Bucks lead by 8.
And I love when Lopez attacks like this, putting his size and long strides to great use there.
Here's Edwards. Lopez with the block. To the inside.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. .56 seconds left now here in the second.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking, adept at using that length to alter shots.
Johnson outside. Driving inside. Here's Livingston. And the 3 off target.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
His performance at the line last year, guys. 84% as a free throw shooter.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Conley feeling it out from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Edwards from deep three-point territory. And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And stolen by Portis. Giannis outside. Goes back up. Trent outside. Clock at 6. From deep, Antetokounmpo. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 7. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
David, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Man, Jaden McDaniel says, we don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough. And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Well, Conley is an excellent decision maker and floor general for this team.
And then Lillard slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And Randall. Throws it down.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And Antetokounmpo slams it in. You understand we hear all the time about after timeout plays, about how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
Drips in the trade.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Randall outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 16-point for Julius Randle.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Giannis outside. Puts up a three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Here's Lillard, and they recover. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Randle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Lillard looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard from outside the arc. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside, and he's not going to start there.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep, and until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, and for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
For the tie, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
Inside, Antetokounmpo, automatic. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Alexander Walker with the ball. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the offense that fuels a comeback. But let's see how much they have left in the tank.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Bucks on top, up 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Alexander Walker with the ball. Covered by Lillard. Now Ingles. Gets it from downtown. Ingles has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Minnesota.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Giannis. And he banks in the lane. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
From the Bengals, Giannis grabs the miss. Lillard outside. Flips that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Crazy, crafty in traffic. Lillard beats you with skill, quickness, and that tremendous will.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Both teams will make substitutions. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. And it's Giannis missing. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 3. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Off target with his 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So it's Milwaukee with it. They played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Stolen by Conley. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Back to Conley. Stolen by Middleton. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
We've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Now Conley. And it's sent back by Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Randle left side. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Edwards, no good. Milwaukee leading by 5. Back to Lillard. Fires away from outside.
Well, I love whenever Edwards.
That was a great pass.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch speed.
He had stolen by Ingles. Here's Randall. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor. And looking for more.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a ball. And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Gobert double team. The wide open look here for Ingles. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
In the fourth quarter. To the Kumbo. No good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up with a missed opportunity.
Well, it just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Minnesota making a switch. Randall surveying the lead. To Gobert. Randall outside. Back to McDaniel. The Timberwolves again can't hit. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Second team foul.
Ball's not loose. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
But how about the anticipation? Just sniffed that one out, knew exactly when to make the move.
Back to Conley. Lopez with the steal. And an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
In the first of two, no good. Heartbreak.
At the line for two.
You can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Over to the wing. Outside Conley. No good on the three. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. It was up.